Shaq, does Clint Capela impress you?
Yes, he does. He doesn't ask for the ball. Great role player. Still plays hard, runs the floor, and the guards do a great job of rewarding big men that protect them. You know, a lot of times, you know, the guards get beaten, but he's right there. You know, he has a great Hakeem Olajuwon in his ear teaching him stuff. You see him being like the Kimber right there, but he's very active around the board, great shot blocker, and he's doing his job. You know, they have some, hey, block shots. When you block shots, you run, we'll get you the ball. He gets a lot of drop-offs. Very impressive. He's the right fit for that team.
The Harden-Paul combo, why has it worked?
I think they complement each other well. I think when James is off the floor, I think CP can be the general that he is and run a team. And I think they can both take pressure off each other. When you have great players next to each other and, you know, it's not as much of onus on you to make a play when it's time to make a play. You can take turns. It's like you go, then I go, and then I go, and then you go.
The Rockets, Chuck, it just seems like as that game wore on, they let down a bit. Utah got back in it.
They wasn't going to win. It's interesting you showed that picture right there of those two guys, because I'm looking at that next matchup. It's going to be a great matchup.
We know that. We're going to be
there,
baby.
I know that. I can't wait to go there, but
You going to Golden State or you going to Houston?
No, we're going
both. We're going to both.
We
travel for we alternate every year. We got the West this year, so we're going where all the fun going to be. But there are some interesting, great matchups. Mm-hmm. I mean, Steph Curry against Chris Paul, Klay Thompson against James Harden.
Yeah.
I mean, that's must see. But I give Daryl Morey credit. You know, you asked Victor why that works. The Rockets, to me, they're like a Villanova, Ernie. They have the best spacing in the NBA. And Victor knows this. He's a great player. You can't guard James Harden or Chris Paul one-on-one. James Harden is the guy who makes it go. And one of the problems in the NBA today, they make it easy for guys like that. Because the NBA today has become a switcher's league. And I know, and Kenny talks about it, and Victor's, every time you see a big guy guarding you, you thinking barbecue chicken, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, lamb chops. I'm going to back that thing out, and I'm coming at you full speed.
But that's one of the reasons teams help the Rockets. Daryl's done a great job getting those shooters. They spread the floor. But the way the league is now, you see every time Rudy Gobert try to guard Chris Paul or James Harden, it is like barbecue chicken. So that to me is going to be a very interesting, because the Rockets switch everything also. To me, it's going to be who take up the mismatches in that series.
But this is all, you mentioned Daryl Morey. This is all about how do I construct a team that can beat the Golden State Warriors and get to the NBA Finals. Do you think Houston has what it takes to beat Golden State 4 times?
Honestly, I do. I mean, I played both teams, and they're very similar in their style of play. And I think Houston, when they get hot, they have enough firepower to match up with the firepower of Golden State. If I had to choose who will win the series, I'd probably pick Golden State right now. But I think it'll be a great series. I think it'll go 7 games.